Hello dear viewers, my name is Rakesh. I'm your host here with the video. The topic is EURUSD and GBPUSD technical analysis. Today is 23rd of September 2021. Let me quickly introduce myself. I am a DUSCOPY community member. Do not misinterpret me as the DUSCOPY bank employee. I am not. So all the views or the opinions or whatever the trading ideas that we discuss in this video are strictly of my own. They have no connection with the DUSCOPY bank research team. As the name suggests, we will be carrying out the technical analysis of the euro against the US dollar and the British pound against the US dollar. We will also carry out the technical analysis of other major pairs and some commodities also, like the gold, silver and Brent oil. Maybe we will also have a look at the Bitcoin at the end of the session. In this session, we will be strictly talking about the technical aspects of trading and try to ignore all the fundamentals. As a technical analyst, I know that every piece of information, whether it is political or fundamental, is priced into the chart. So we will try to follow the chart only for our analysis. In this program, we will only be using the candlesticks charts, and we will try to find out the key levels for all the pairs and we'll see how we can trade from them. If you are new to the technical analysis, I would request you to go to our channel's home page, then look for the playlist that is named as Profitable Candlestick Patterns and the Profitable Chart Patterns. If you go through them, it will help you in understanding what we talk about in this video. Last but not least, that I want to say is that do your own research before you put your money on the line. Do not be trading solely on the base of this video, because I will not be responsible for the losses if it incurs to you. So this was a small introduction by me. Now let us cover the standard risk disclaimer. It states that trading foreign exchange on margin carries a high level of risk, and it is not suitable for all the investors. And also it states in the last paragraph that never take a trade based on what you see in this video, because I will not be held responsible for any losses that occur in your account. You and you alone are responsible for deciding if you are comfortable accepting the risk involved in forex trading or not. So friends, with this standard risk disclaimer, let's head on to our first chart. This is the daily chart of the dollar index. But before I show you these charts and before I talk about the charts actually and the levels, one thing that I want to tell you, that even if you know that from where the price may come back or after breaking which point the price will go fast or till what extent the price can go, even if you know them, you need to know how to use them. So in this session or in this video, we also try to find out the levels from where there is a possible reversal is possible and how to use that in our favor. That is the important thing. You will meet so many people who are very good analysts and they know from where the price is supposed to reverse, but they don't know how to make a good use of it. So here comes the risk management, how you manage your risk. That is very important. So I will try to help you with risk management by telling you how you can use support and resistance in your favor. So first, this is the daily chart of the US dollar index. Yesterday we were saying that if we give a close below 93.18, that will be bearish, but today we are seeing that the close is above 93.18 and still the price is bearish, and it is trying to give us a bearish close today above 92.99 support. Now if it is a bearish, then why I'm saying above support, because this is a small support that price has been holding from last 3 days and it is closing below 93.18, which is a major support or resistance as per our chart. So if we see a close below 92.99 today, we can say 92.45 maybe there on the charts this week or next week. Actually we cannot say this week because there is only one trading day left, but still there is a possibility. US dollar index it is okay. So if there is a bearish engulfing on the daily chart, there is still possibility of 92.45 tomorrow. But if we see a close higher than 93.18, then that means that we are still open for 93.73 in this chart. So let us have a look at the 4 hours trading. In the 4 hours trading, it seems like after taking some support at 92.99, the price has made already a high at around 93.48, but from there the price dropped very badly to the same level again. So if we see a low which is lower than 92.92, I think 92.45 will be exposed in that time. Or otherwise you can say if we see a close below 92.99, that means 92.45 will be exposed. So right now price is trading between 92.99 and 93.18. So 93.18 is the immediate resistance for the price. 92.99 is the immediate support. After 92.99, 92.45 will act as good support for the price. Euro US dollar actually moving between 1751 and 1700 approximately, the 50 pips of movement which price is doing. But today the price has seen an intraday low of around 1.1683, and yesterday also it was the low of 1.1684. So yesterday, after giving a bearish very bearish candlesticks, we were expecting actually 1.1663 to be tested in this market, but no, there has been a pullback already, and I expect this to stay for a few more days, maybe till tomorrow also. And thereafter next week we can see the more losses in the euro US dollar. Why I'm saying more losses in the euro US dollar? Because US dollar index is looking good now. It seems like there is more room to the upside, 93.73. If that is there, then Euro USD can also move to the downside to 1.1663. That is just my perception, and I am speculating that the price will go down. But till now, there is no hint of price going down on the daily chart, at least. On the 4 hour, you can look for a signal from the price action. If you see some bearish pin bar here at around 1.1751 or a bearish engulfing candle at 1.1751, that can be your hint that the price is headed down. But as of now, I see no hint of price going down from here right now. So right now the price is trading at 1.1734. So immediate resistance is now at around 1.1751, and the immediate support is at around 1.1727 in this chart. Talking about the British pound actually was very bullish today, almost the entire day. It is still trading at the highs of the day, but I feel that it is just a pullback. Yes, the buyers are in the market, but the sellers are still waiting on the sidelines for a selling opportunity. And from the chart you can make out fairly easy that where is the next trading opportunity. So the next trading opportunity is sitting at 1.3768, and on an intraday chart the price has made a high of 1.3749, almost 50. So it is almost 18 pips away from the high of today's candle where the resistance is sitting. So I'm expecting this level to hold to be held as a resistance. If it does not, then this 1.3800, which if we extend this rectangle to the right side, then you will notice that it is perfectly aligning with this area. So if I make an ellipse here, so this is a confluence of two resistances. One is this falling trend line. This trend line is actually a trend line which we have created by joining this high and this high here. So this high and the projection of these two highs and the horizontal level, this one, are meeting at this point on 28th of September. Today is 23rd. So on 27th or of 28th, if we see the price here in this region, that will pull out more sellers in this area, and they will try to push the price down to the direction of 1.3768, 1.3670. So this is the psychology that I am trying to tell you, is that I would not be looking for a sell opportunity right now. I would be looking for a sell opportunity when the price goes to 1.3768 and 1.3800. So more and more people will be looking at these 2 points, and if somebody is looking at this falling trend line and some are looking at this horizontal line, they will add up in their sell positions here and push the price down. So this is the general market psychology, that why you need to check for the more and more confluences to open your position, because if you open your positions here in the short side, you will have a very small stop loss, which is the recent high that the price has made, because you will open your sell positions after bearish engulfing like this or bearish pin bar like this. So you know where your stop loss is going to be. Like in this case, your stop loss is going to be somewhere here, and in this case your stop loss is going to be somewhere here. So you know already that where your stop loss is going to see. This stop loss was hit, of course, but this stop loss was not hit, and it gave a very nice almost almost 180 points of move, and stop loss was almost 50 to 60 points away. So 1:3 risk to reward ratio, this is what we expect here. But because this was past and this was not the result that we were expecting this result only 113768. So the resistance this support was close, so we did not open this position. But although I hope you understand that once what I mean to say is that when you see a bearish pin bar or bearish engulfing candle at the resistance, the results are achieved very soon. So if you see something of a similar sort happening here, that will be your opportunity to go short in this pair. Also there is a possibility of triple bottom here, because the price once went here, second time went here, third time. Okay, I'm expecting now another thing here. There is a possibility of a triangle pattern here actually. Yeah, don't you think that there is a triangle formation, triangle being formed here on the daily chart? So I will leave this triangle as it is, as I have left it now, and we'll observe it in the future how it behaves, how the price behaves near this zone. So also consider that now this is more important, because the pattern is in formation. If somebody is observing this pattern as we are doing, then this will become a sell zone that around 1.3800. If the price goes there, I will be observing this area very closely. So right now the price is trading at 1.3744. I am expecting 1.3768 to act as the first resistance on the way up, and on the way down 1.3670 is the first support on the way down. Talking about the New Zealand was also very good today. And if you have noticed, yesterday I told you that there is a bearish pin bar on the New Zealand dollar, but you have to be very careful about this 50% Fibonacci from the previous rise. If you have not seen my last video, please go and see that video where I said that yes, there is a bearish pin bar, we can see 0.6916, but be very careful about this 50% retracement of the previous rise from here to here. So now this 50% is holding. It has met with some resistance at around these lows, which were being respected, and after the break below, this was getting respected again as a resistance. So this area is acting as a resistance now also. I think now after some correction to maybe to about 0.7045 area, the price will head higher from here. This is what my expectation is, because until and unless 0.6987 is not broken on the daily closing basis, 0.6916 is not possible till the time we don't break this. So right now the price is trading at 0.7077. So the immediate resistance for the price is 0.7104 now, and on the lower side 0.7045 is still standing as the fresh support. Talking about the Australian dollar is trading above this resistance level of 0.7289 today. So above this, like if you remember the hanging man is a candle which is seen in an uptrend and is looking like, it looks like a bullish pin bar, but it is at the resistance. So this is the inverse of a hanging man. It means that there was selling happening in the past, okay, long run of selling. Then the buyers tried to push the market out, but sellers again jumped in to push the market down, and eventually the buyers again came in and took out last of the sellers who were here. Now why I'm saying the last of the sellers, because those who had opened their position on this particular day, the stop loss would have been higher than this candle's high. Now the high of this candle and plus so many pips have been taken out on the daily chart. So these all sellers are now out of the market. That means their positions are closed. Okay, their positions, they were forced to buy back because the stop losses were hit today. So since their stop losses were hit today, so they are now out of the market and are looking for buying this market again in the direction which they thought are not the right. I'm sorry if I have fuffled somewhere. What I mean to say is that those who are short in this market, their plan has proven out to be wrong because the stop loss is hit. So now they would like to go with the market, which is an uptrend. Okay, so they would be looking for a buying opportunity. So what is the best opportunity that they can get? That is near 0.7289 levels, or at the high of this candle. The high of this candle was at around 0.7296. So 0.7296 to 0.7289 is the best zone for them to open buy position, but their stop losses will go down here, 0.7221. So as far as the risk to reward ratio is concerned, this is not a good idea to open a buy position. But let us see how the price behaves, because some people are very long term trader and they tend to think about not only this this zone here, they tend to even think about this 0.7563 and 0.7834. But if you look at the price action here, it is suggesting that there is a possibility that the price will go up, but this horizontal resistance here at around 0.7332 area, this can be a very good resistance when the price meets this one, and this can just be a pullback to this 0.7329 level or 0.7333 region. So there is a possibility that the price may come back from here like this. Okay, there is still a possibility. So because we have broken through this head and shoulder pattern and the targets are 0.700, so I am still expecting the price to come back to the downside after some pullback to the upside. So 0.7330 area is looking a very good area to open the fresh short positions. So I'm expecting the sellers, they may be waiting to enter again at around 0.7330 area. So right now the price is trading at 0.7299. So immediate resistance is at around 0.7333 area and the support is at around 0.7289. Talking about the USDJPY, a break to the upside now. You see how this symmetrical triangle was broken to the downside here, then a retest, and then a follow-up to the 109.11. But today suddenly the price has been very bullish, although the US dollar index is bearish, but the US dollar is still able to make some gains against the Japanese yen. The clear notation from this can be taken is that the Japanese yen is much weaker today and yesterday. So now if it is going up and if it closes the day higher than this falling trend line, this means that it will open the way for this 110.60, which is the zone of resistance to this market. And if that is taken out on the daily closing basis, then the next zone of resistance is at the highs of these two candles here at around 111.63. Of course, this rising channel's resistance line will always be acting as a resistance when the price meets this line here. USDCAD, no surprises in this market. Yesterday we saw a bullish price action near the support of 1.2707, but it could not close the candle higher than 1.2778, which was the level of resistance. Of course, broken support will act as resistance, and today this level acted as a resistance and pushed the price even below the previous support zone of 1.2707 and to the almost the next level of support around 1.2628. So the price made an intraday low of 1.2633, which was very close to the zone of support, and now it is trying to trade up and down on the 4-hour as well as on the 1-hour. I've seen, so it is consolidating. Maybe it is consolidating before a move lower. Now why I'm saying that it is going to go lower, because the Brent is getting appreciated in the world market, so its value is rising. If Brent oil is increasing in its price is increasing, that means Canadian dollar is bound to appreciate in the future. If it appreciates, US dollar is going to depreciate. That means US dollar selling US dollar will be a good idea. So maybe traders are considering that the rise in the oil prices, and this is why the Canadian dollar, USDCAD or loonie for that matter, is falling. So maybe that's why we are not able to see buying. Otherwise USD Canadian dollar is very bullish pair, that I am very bullish on this pair. But because of the sudden rise in the Brent prices, I think crude prices is the reason why this pair is falling. And if it closes that day below this 1.2628, that will be a very bearish signal, and it can open the gates for 1.2493 levels in this market. On the high side, we still have 1.2707 as the fresh resistance. So this is the Brent that I was talking about. You see how beautifully yesterday it closed the day higher than 75.62, and we said that 75.62 will start acting as the fresh support for the price now, because it was the resistance for 1 2 3 here and 1 4 times here. So once the price closes higher than this, it indicates that this level now will act as a support, and price has seen an intraday low of 75.57 and an intraday high of actually 77.24 today. So yes, expect some consolidation here before the price goes back to 77.80, and if that is taken out, then 86 is the next level which price may see, 86.71. so expect some pullback from 77.80 to the downside before it takes off to 86.70. now where it will stop, only the time will tell. So we have to keep a sharp eye on Brent. If it keeps on going up, then USDCAD will keep on going down, that is for sure. So let us see how it unfolds in the future. But right now 77.80 is going to be the immediate resistance for the price. 75.62 is still a good support for the price. Talking about the USDCHF, an inside bar on the daily candle, no up no down. The price opened the day at around 92.59 and is trading at around 92.39 So yes, it is still an inside bar. Yesterday's highs was 927.2 and today's high was 927.3, almost the same level, and the low of yesterday is not broken, so no possibility of going down also from here. But the problem is that the price is trading below the support of 92.41.9, although it is very close. But my thing is that if it closes the day lower than this 92.9241, then that means that 0.9165 is still possible on the charts. But if it closes the day higher than 0.9241, that means 9274 can also be seen on this chart. Okay, these are the two scenarios here right now. So right now price is trading at 0.9238. The immediate resistance is just 2 pips away, 0.9241, and support is at around 0.9165 in this market. Talking about the euro against the GBP, GBP has been a very good runner today. It has made a very nice move on the daily chart and is still trading at the day's high. So euro has been considerably fallen today to the lows of the day. Almost 0.8542 is where the price is trading right now. It has made an intraday low of 0.8536 and has made an intraday high of 0.8592. so where is the support? 0.8532 is the support. The price is just 10 pips away from the intraday support. Now if the price goes back to this area, expect a lot of buyers rushing in to push the price higher, and if they start pushing it higher, then 0.8558 is going to the area of resistance for this market, and 0.8532 and 0.8523 is going to be the support for this market. Talking about the gold, no surprises here. We were aware that if the price starts going up, then 1780, that is 780 level, will act as a resistance. But here is one interesting thing developing here today. If the price closes below these three candles opening or closing prices, that means if it closes below, actually I should mark it, if it closes below this 1753 today, if it closes below 1753 mark today, this will initiate further sell off in the gold, and we can also see the levels of 1683 in this market. Of course these levels will act as a support for the price. I will mark it. Actually these levels will act as a support for the price, that is 1729 or 1730, but after that we have a support at around 1680 only in this market. On the 4-hour chart, it is already giving the close below, and it is only 31 minutes left for this 4-hour candle to close. And look at this bearish pin bar at the resistance. This was a previous support, so this was the resistance once the price met this after the break below. And now see how bearish this how nice this bearish pin bar was. And this is the follow up on the 4-hour. If you try trading on the 4-hour, it is a very good thing to follow up. So now we are looking for around 1729 to be tested as the fresh support for the price. GBPJPY, what a move on the daily chart. Wow, what a move. Wow. Now this is something nice. Same type of candle here. Like I said, that a hanging man, it is an inverse of a hanging man. I do not really remember the name what we call it, but the inverse of this is a hanging man. Like bullish pin bar at the resistance is a hanging man. Okay, so same way a bearish pin bar at the support is inverse of hanging man. So if the high of this is broken, that means a long bullish move. So one of these examples is, I think, in the, yeah, no, not here yet, GBPUSD, yes, here, no, New Zealand dollar, yes, this is another example. New Zealand dollar is another example of this bearish pin bar at the support is and the high of that is broken. That means it is very bullish move that is going to follow. So GBPJPY, something similar has happened. Now 152.19 is going to be the next resistance, but see how these supports were holding and they were acting as a resistance. So I am going to increase one level. So this is another level, 151.49 or 151.50, which may be acting as a good resistance for the price. In case we see some bearish price action here, we can also open sell positions in this one. Okay, talking about the CHFJPY, I am very bearish still on CHFJPY, although it has given us a very nice move from 11750 to 11924. Actually, it has made an intraday high at around 119.44, but I'm still bearish because the 61.8% of this fall, if it is broken to the upside, that means this bearishness is negated. That means this bearishness is over. But now this 119.42 is behaving as a good resistance. It has already shed 15 to 20, almost 15 points from the highs of the day. And if it gives a close below 50%, that is 119.06, once again, we can be sure that the downtrend has resumed, because we have the targets much lower, that is 115.98 in this market, and expect this falling line to be acting as a resistance. So on Monday, or maybe on maybe tomorrow, if I get a chance at 119.42, I will try to open a short position with a target of 115.98 or 116 to be precise, with a small stop loss higher than the high whichever the price makes here in this region from today till tomorrow and Monday. So if I see 119.42 again in this market, I will definitely open a short position with a small risk, because the risk to reward in this case will be very nice. Risk will be almost 30 points and the target is more than 200-300 points. So I will be looking for this opportunity. And the EUROD, we are bullish on this one, but euro is weak, and if we see any close below the low of 1.6063, it will open the way to 1.5975, and our plan of uptrend will be negated. So that is the story now, and it is a bearish engulfing yesterday, but there was no resistance, so bearish engulfing did not mean that much. But today the follow-up was very bad, and we need to see actually a candle closing below the low of 1.6063, that is below this candle. Then only we can be sure that 1.5975 is exposed in this market. Otherwise, this area may act as a support now also and push the price higher. If we see a close higher than 1.6080 today, that means 1.6266 is still possible. That is, this price is still possible, and the buyers may jump in to push the price to 1.6266. Talking about the euro versus New Zealand dollar, yeah, this is a very bearish price action. Almost this today's candle has engulfed the candle of 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 days. So 14 days of price action has been negated. That means the 1.6487 is definitely there on the charts, and even after that, if we see a close below that, then 1.6321 is also possible, which is the ultimate target that we had started from 1.7122 to this downside. So yeah, it still makes some sense to us. 1.6321 is what we are looking for. But right now the price is trading at 1.6583, so the immediate resistance is at around 1.6637 and the immediate support is at around 1.6487 levels. Talking about the silver, no surprises here. 22.86 is the resistance, 22.06 is support. A close below 22.06 will expose 21.11, and a close higher than 22.86 will expose 23.84. But on the way, this falling trend line or the falling channels resistance line will be acting as a resistance to the price. Swiss index, no surprises. Again, the price closed below. Now it is looking to test this broken channels support line to act as a resistance. So if you see the price near this area, that will be worth taking risk to the downside, because we are expecting 11,277 in this market. Okay, I will quickly cover up the Euro CHF. Yesterday we saw a close below the support of 1.0840, and today it is trying to go up. So it is like that same at support there is a bullish pin bar, but here it is a bearish pin bar at support, and the high of that support is being broken, or high of that candle is actually being broken to the upside. That means there is a possibility that now those sellers who were there in this market are out, and we may see a green candle here today and tomorrow and maybe even on Monday, and we can push the price maybe to back to 1.0884 in this market. So right now the support is at 1.0840 and the resistance is at 1.0884. GBPCHF again is very nice because pound is bullish today, so 1.2632 is acting as a good support for the price after the break up. On the 4 hour, I think it will be better picture. So you see there was a break and then it became a support and the price is headed up. So now 1.2802 is the next level of resistance, 1.2632 is the level of support. So how you trade the supports and resistance? You open the position as close as possible to the support and the resistance line, but you wait for the confirmation, like a bullish pin bar or a bullish engulfing at the support, and bearish pin bar or bearish engulfing at the resistance is a good indication to go short. Okay, this is a bearish engulfing at resistance. So such type of candlesticks is what you need to open your short positions. Like this is a bearish engulfing at resistance, and this is a bearish engulfing at resistance. So you have to keep in mind, but you have to also notice that after the candle closes, if it is so big candle, then your stop loss will go higher than this candle's high, and your potential take profit was only this much. So the risk to reward ratio is very small in this case, so you will not open the position, although you know that there is a possibility that the price will go to the 1.2632 region, but the risk is involved is more and reward is less, potential reward is less. So better to stay away from such markets if you do not know how to do it. Talking about the Bitcoin, yesterday we have witnessed a break in the head and shoulder pattern, and yesterday we were thinking that this is a very bullish candle, it will break through, but no, everybody is looking at this price action. So 43,917, like I said yesterday, maybe is a very good resistance for the price, and it has the capability to push the prices lower. So expect Bitcoin to depreciate tomorrow. Nobody will say you that Bitcoin is going to go to 41,264. Everybody is saying Bitcoin will go up, Bitcoin will go up, but technical analysis is suggesting that now Bitcoin is going to go to 41,264 region, and even if it closes lower than 41,264, it can also go to 33,385. So with this bold prediction about the Bitcoin, I would like to wrap up this video. So I hope you get some idea about the support and resistance levels that are of interest in the coming hours and days. Just keep in mind to never risk more than 1% of your capital on any single trade, and look for a potential profit of at least 3 times of the stop loss or of the risk that you are going to take. Okay, so I cannot stress it more, my friends. I tell this in every video. At the end of every video, you should not open the trade just while looking at my videos. Okay, you first gain the confidence in the price action trading. You know how to create the lines, how to which price marks should be there on your charts. Learn how to do that, and then how to manage your risk in such a manner that you should not lose more than 1%. You should adjust your position in such a way. Position size should be such that if 1%, if your stop loss gets hit, your account should not suffer more than 1% of loss. So this is it, and please press the like button if you find this video useful for you, and yeah, leave your suggestions in the comment section. I would love to hear from you guys. If you have any suggestions for me, I would love to. And if you have any questions or queries, you can also ask them. And consider subscribing to the channel for more such videos if you are new, and make sure that you switch those notifications on so that you know whenever my next video or whenever I am live. So this is it. Also, you can join the Dukas Copy Forex community, and the link is there in the description. I wish you and your family a very happy and a profitable day. Thank you for watching me.